And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. I am meteorologist Sheldon Beshears checking in for what should be another pretty toasty day out there for your Tuesday, although we are starting off the day on a bit of a foggy note depending on where you are at. We're seeing some patchy fog here before sunrise this morning. Places like Amarillo seeing 0.8 of a mile of visibility, 2.5 in Pampa. You're seeing 1.5 up in Elkhart as of right now. So there's a few places around the area might be seeing some of that patchy fog. Looking at our humidity at the time of recording, you can see that dry line starting to retreat in just a little bit for kind of that northeastern corner of the area. Dew points in some places are as high as 74 degrees. That is a very rich moisture content in the atmosphere. That's why we're seeing some of that patchy fog. But once you get below kind of that 90% range, not really much of a concern. So after the sun comes up, temperatures start to warm today. Really not going to be something we track into the daytime hours. Looking at your satellite radar here at the time of recording as well, seeing a few patchy clouds moving across the western half of the area. But other than that, we're expecting mostly clear skies, more passing clouds maybe later on this afternoon. Maybe a little extra thrown in there. We'll touch on that here in a minute. But before we do that, let's look at your temperatures for the day. We're going to be up to 94 by lunchtime today, so it is going to be plenty hot out there for sure. We're going to see 99 here in Amarillo. Not sure if we're going to hit that triple-digit mark or not, but you can see Borger, Clarendon getting up to 102, 100, and Pampa and Childress, while you'll see some, maybe as you can see, some mid to low 90s for some of your cooler temperatures around the area, dropping down, of course, into the 80s by 9 o'clock tonight. Now, winds-wise, still going to be a bit blustery out there at times, especially the further west that you are. We'll start out the day with west-northwesterly winds at about 5 to 15 miles an hour. We'll see 15 to 25 later in this afternoon. More west-southwesterly at times. That's going to aid in that continual drying out that we have been seeing. It's going to lead to very similar conditions, like I said, with maybe just a few extra clouds as we go into the afternoon hours. But there's a few caveats to that part of the forecast, and let's take a look at that first. Let's take a look at heat advisories and heat warnings around the region. Now, in terms of our area, no excessive heat warnings, which is a good thing. There's one heat advisory in our entire area, and it's not for any counties. It's for Palo Duro Canyon right now. That's in effect until about 8 o'clock local time going into this afternoon and this evening, where temperatures could reach 105 down in the floor of Palo Duro Canyon. So certainly going to be pretty hot out there. If you have any plans that do involve the canyon, make sure to take lots of water, have ways to keep yourself cool. But let's talk about our next weather maker, and that's a chance for some spotty storms maybe today, but really things get going Wednesday and Thursday. So let's jump right in, take a look at what we're expecting. The dry line is going to be a key player in it today. It's going to stay generally off towards kind of the east, but then it starts to retreat in the overnight hours going into your Wednesday morning. You'll see those dew points get up into the mid-60s, low to mid-70s in some places around the region. Now, how far west that dry line makes it is really going to be kind of the condition we need to see met to see more of the areas seeing some rain chances. So let's look at our high-definition model run as of right now. For today, very low-end chances. You'll see going into late this afternoon, right around 7, 8 o'clock, we see some very weak little pop-up showers here and there. They thin out pretty quickly, so not really expecting too many impacts, but you could see a small thunderstorm pop up. We'll have to just wait and see on that. If it's in a drier part of the atmosphere, that rain will probably evaporate before it reaches the ground. Going into your Wednesday, you'll see that dry line come into play. There you start to see more showers and thunderstorms popping up along that line. Like I said, if that line moves further west, of course, more of the area can expect showers and thunderstorms. So that's what we're really going to be watching very closely here in the next 24 to, say, 48 hours. So 10% chances today, 20% chances Wednesday and Thursday. You'll see today pretty hot, 99, 96, and then 89 by Thursday. But then temperatures do climb back up for the weekend. Saturday, could see our highs get up into the triple digits, but then a very weak cold front comes through that puts us back down in the low 90s and upper 80s as we go into the early parts of next week.